All right, hey everybody. In this video, we are testing the new Active 3.0, comparing against the AR635 hot. And what we're comparing, we're looking at the numbers, right? The GPM and the PSI, the cost and performance of each unit. But the main thing that we're testing is their foaming capabilities, not so much the pressure washers, but a lot of people are having difficulties getting foam, good foam, with both the AR635 and the Active 3.0. So we're going to be using the Armour Detail Supply Drift foam cannon, because that's the best results that I've gotten out of the foam cannons that I have, which is the Josh V quiver and the Active foam cannon. All right, so for this part of the video, we're going to be testing the AR635 hot, 3 different orifices. We have the MJJC 1.65, and then this one we have the Actives 1.65. And then in this one, we have the MTM 1.7. This is the Armour Detail Supply's Drift Foam Cannon. So in the can, we have 800 milliliters of water and 100 milliliters of ADS decon soap. What we're going to be doing with the AR635, we're going to see the different foaming abilities with the same mixture of soap and water with the 3 different orifices. And we have McKillen's PSI gauge, and we're going to check the PSI that I'm getting with the AR635. And we will be using MTM's Hydro 7.0 for the PSI test. All right, let's get it. All right, so here we go. AR635 hot with an MTM 7.0 spray nozzle. Looks like slightly over 800 PSI. All right, so first up is the MJJC 1.65. Now I'm gonna rinse this off and do the next. Now next up is the Active 1.65, and the reason we're doing this obviously is because this is what comes with the Active 3.0 pressure washer, which we're comparing to the AR635 hot. All right, so let me show you this adjustment here. Still on the active 1.65. Now that's turned all the way, which is the minus. That's all the way plus. Turn it back all the way minus. Somewhere about the middle. That's all the way plus. That's really, that's kind of interesting there. So somewhere about in the middle is where the soap starts to draw the best, and then turning it back down all the way to minus on the knob, you get the best soap out of the active 1.65 orifice and the ADS drift foam cannon. Now let's try the MTM 1.7 after I rinse this off. All right, MTM 1.7, and I'm starting all the way max. Just running out the end. And it's just running out. That's crazy. So the MTM 1.7, absolute no-go. All right, we're back to the MJJC 1.65, which I think overall is the best soap. So I'm gonna start on max, all the way max. Now, to me, personally, in my preference, that is ideal foam coverage. So, the AR635 hot, MJJC 1.65 orifice, and the ADS drift foam cannon, 800 milliliters of water, 100 milliliters of ADS decon soap. I'm getting perfect foam for me. I love it. It looks good. Now all my outlets on this wall are dedicated 20s, but I wanted to show you that I do get a good 121 volts. So let me change this to our amps and let's see what we get. The ADS foam cannon, ADS drift foam cannon, MJJC 1.65 orifice. All right, so in this part of the video, we're going to be going over the active 3.0 and the 3 different orifices that I'm testing within the ADS drift foam cannon. And again, why I chose the ADS drift foam cannon is because initially when I got that foam cannon in, I also had the active foam cannon and I had an MJJC foam cannon. It's the Josh V quiver foam cannon, but it's an MJJC foam cannon. And the ADS foam cannon did the best. So, all right, this for the active 3.0. We're going to do the PSI test real quick. And that's with a MJJC 7.0 spray nozzle. Looking to be right at 800 PSI. All right, foam test, active 3.0. This is the MJJC 1.65. It's still the same container of decon soap as I used on the AR635 hot. After I did the testing on her car, I went ahead and washed it real quick. That's why we're down so low, but it's the exact same mixture. So let's see what we get here. Let's start at max. Max on the dial. I mean, it's good. I'm fine with that right there. Make sure I don't knock the camera over. And honestly, to me, I think the active 3.0 is slightly, it's a little less annoying. The actual sound of it and everything. I'll get in that in a little bit. Here we go. As you can see, this is the active 1.65 orifice. We'll start at max again. Let me adjust this down. That's all the way low. Come up a couple clicks. There, it really starts to pull right there. So the best foam you get now of that's kind of runny, so not really ideal to me. I mean, the rinse off is fabulous, to be honest. The MTM 1.7. I cannot find an MTM 1.6 or 6.5 anywhere. That's why I'm currently going with the 1.7. Anything for me so far under a 1.65 is overamped. So, all right, max. Yeah. The MTM 1.7 is just no foam. So, again, we go back to the MJJC 1.65. Now, that was the whole car. It is a small car, but we hardly used any. So what I'm gonna do is grab my phone and walk around the car. So you can see how this did all the way around the car here. Yeah, basically missed that little bit of corner, but I was trying to move fast just to make a point. As you can see, the whole car is covered. It is ceramic coated. This was the first side. There we go. And that was moving fast. I definitely could have got better coverage. But I was trying to prove a point, I guess. Even though you're pumping 3 gallons per minute, that MJJC 1.65 in the ADS foam cannon is just where it's at with both with either the AR635 hot or the active 3.0. This is going to be with the MJJC 1.65 orifice in the ADS drift foam cannon, because that's what I'm going to be using. It's the best foam. Let's get these amps. And that also looks slightly less than the AR635 hot. All right, everybody, so final conclusions and thoughts to the Active 3.0 versus the AR635 hot. I'll put all the stats up here on the screen. The AR635 hot, with my setup, PSI 810, gallons per minute flow, I was getting between 3 and 3.2. Amp, the max amp draw was 19.5 amps, and that's while using the foam cannon with the 1.65 orifice in it. That's the best foam I was getting. That's the MJJC orifice for the foam cannons. I was using the ADS drift foam cannon, as you've seen in the video. So then the Active 3.0, I was getting 800 PSI between 2.9 and 3.1 gallons per minute. And the max amp draw was 19.22 with using the exact same MJJC 1.65 orifice in the foam cannons. Now the noise, or the dBA between the two, the AR635 maximum dBA I caught was 81.4. And then the Active 3.0, the max dBA was 82.7. So very close, about 1 dB difference. And that was, the meter was 6 feet away from the machines, the pressure washers at that time. So thoughts, I mean, both of them are great machines. Both of them are almost identical in all the different areas that really matter, right? Your PSI, GPM, and amp draws and stuff. So Which one am I going to choose? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, the AR635 was getting slightly more PSI than the Active 3.0. And on the meter, the AR635 hot was slightly quieter, so to speak, 1 dB. So nothing that you're really going to notice, like once you're out a little distance away washing a vehicle. The Active 3.0, I thought the sound of it, like the way it sounded to me, is a little nicer than the AR635 hot, but of course that's opinion, right? Now, the main thing that I like about the AR635 hot over the Active 3.0 is that I have the hot version. So it makes it a little, I guess, better if you're going to be, if you want to use hot water through it, or if it's supposed to have better corrosion resistance if you're using DI system, which I obviously do. So that's one big plus for the AR635 hot. Now, one of the big pluses for me for the Active 3.0 is it doesn't hold as much pressure in the line while you're not using it. So the main difference between that is the AR635 holds more pressure in the line. So when you release the trigger and you go to squeeze it again, there's more build-up pressure in there, and it kind of jolts you a little bit, you know, a little kickback. The AR and the Active 3.0 is actually pretty smooth on that. It doesn't hold as much pressure in the line. And so, man, I don't know. If you're trying to choose between the two, I mean, if you're just looking at cost to performance, then the Active 3.0 is definitely the way to go. The foam was pretty much identical with my setup. So with the ADS foam cannon and an MJJC 1.65 orifice in there, I was getting great foam with both machines. With the rinse off being pretty much identical. So you could come down with the AR635 hot to the AR635, which it still holds that back pressure though. So then you're losing the benefit of being able to use like hot water and the corrosion resistance with the DI water. So I don't know, man. They both look great. I think they both look awesome in their own way, right? Like the AR635 hot has like the chrome looking, the silver looking head on it and everything. So if you're using all stainless steel stuff, like that matches up like really, really well. But the gray and gold type theme of the Active 3.0 looks really hot too. So like overall, they're both great pressure washers. Now the AR635 hot, I've had, I don't know, I'm gonna just say about 6 months, 7 months maybe, somewhere around there. So I have used it more overall, but I'm going to be running the Active 3.0 here for the next couple months to kind of give them a good fair shake overall and let it break in, right? The AR635 hot is broken in, and the Active 3.0 for my testing was brand new out of the box. So some of those performance numbers might come up a little bit on the Active 3.0 and just be right in line. So for my setup, they're, I don't know. Like that's going to be your choice to make. I don't know which one I'm going to end up sticking with long term until I get more time with the Active 3.0. But I mean, price wise, like it's a big price difference. So if you're looking for almost identical performance, go with the Active 3.0. You know, but we'll see. My main thing was testing foam in this video because a lot of people aren't getting great foam through either machine. And really the key is if your amperage can take it, right, you should have a dedicated 20 for both machines anyway. So the MJJC 1.65 orifice in a foam in the ADS drift foam cannons. Not all foam cannons are created the same. My other foam cannons just didn't foam. So as of right now, the ADS drift foam cannon, from what I know, is the best foam cannon to use right now with the 3 gallon per minute pressure washers. And you put that MJJC 1.65 orifice in there and you can get really good foam. So I'm completely torn, to be honest. I look forward to using both machines. They're both great. And yeah, maybe a little video on down the line for an update on which one I'm actually going to keep mounted and use as my full-time machine. So hopefully the video helped you out. Like, share, and subscribe, please. We're trying to get the channel grown. We're trying to make improvements on the videos and get as much information to you guys as possible. So yeah, appreciate you watching the video, and we're seeing you in the next one.